Hey guys, this is Off the Field podcast with your host, Jason. And some of you guys might know me as Football Talk Reactions, Daily Gamer, Madden Gamer. There's a lot of different names I've had over the years of doing YouTube and just social media in general. But this is the podcast where I talk about behind the scenes and things that normal creators don't talk about as much, and I also make it funny and entertaining in the process. So today I want to talk about feeling like if you don't post, then people are going to forget about you or you're going to fall off. So the reason why I came to this for the reason why I chose this topic is because a lot of you guys, if you guys have been on my streams, I'm kind of changing a little bit my content for my football talk reacts channel. Um, it's a new project that I'm working on. It's animation, where you will not be seeing this face. You will be hearing the voice, but you won't be seeing the face. And it's based off of my story times, which some of them you guys have watched, and I do appreciate that. And yeah, and I have more details for you guys hopefully soon. I've already done a storyboard. I already know what story I'm gonna do for the first video and everything like that. But yeah, so thinking about that, right? I came to a conclusion to where I know that I'm not gonna be able to post as much as I post now. And I think that right there is probably one of the biggest fear of mine's, especially when I was first doing YouTube. I felt like I had to post every day, right? If I didn't post every day, like that day was bad. Like I was having an awful day. I was in my head so much. I was like, if I don't post, people are going to forget about me, this and that. And I didn't even have people watching my channel at that time. But I just had that fear of I need to post every day. And I think one reason why I had that is because if you used to watch tutorials back then, right? When I first started, I used to watch tutorials where they used to say you have to post every day, right? Yeah, you have to. Like they always used to say that in every video. And I think it made me think that if I don't post every day, then nobody is going to come back when I do post, right? And for I want to say a couple weeks, it did happen like that. Like people did like forget about me. And then when I came back, I did get more viewerships. I mean, more views than I did when I was posting every day. But I quickly realized that it wasn't because I was posting less or more. It was because the content I was producing was getting better, right? And one of the biggest things when you post every day, you kind of like the video kind of lose that feeling, that funniness or whatever your personality normally is. It kind of loses that because you're just trying to get the video out. You're not really thinking about the views or excuse me, people watching and stuff like that. Like you're just focused on I got to get this video out. And then you start make times in your head like I got to get this video at 3:30 every day. Every day 3:30, that's when these videos have to go out. And it plays on your psyche because you're not really in the video. You're just recording it just to have something to post. And that's when you might have certain people go in your comment section and say, this video feels rushed. Or like you would get some people that will like let you know like, hey, your last video was good, was cool, but this one, like you just now you just posting anything, right? And you like you'll get those comments and stuff. And for me, fortunately for me, I didn't really get those comments, but I knew that I couldn't keep up with that pace. And that's another thing. When you post every day, you have to keep up with that, right? Even if you're sick or you're going through something personally, in the back of your mind, you like, I gotta post though. But you're just going through this tragic event or like this whatever. But I gotta post though. If I don't post, they're not gonna know me. And I will say this to you guys that are new in the content creation side of things. You don't have to post every day. If you didn't know, now you know. You don't have to post every day, right? Now, when they say you want to get in people's face as much as you can, that is true, and more than ever, because younger and younger viewers' attention spans are. I mean, you got 1 second, literally 1 second, and it better be the greatest 1 second ever, or else they're gone. They're scrolling, right? And you have to be aware of that, but at the same time, you have to know your audience, right? If you do make content and you have younger viewers, then you have to play into that. So that 1 second has to be the climax of the story, right? You can't build up. It's no beginning, middle, end. No, you have to get right to the big moment, right? If you have a younger audience. But if you have an audience that's closer to your age and are maybe a little bit older, like my audience, I do have younger people, but my audience is kind of like a good mix. I'm 26 years old, okay? Um and so it's kind of a mix, right? I have a couple olders, have a couple younger, but most of them are right in my age group, right? And so that helps me a lot because I know I don't have to get it all in that 1 second, right? Like I can lead into it and then get to the big part. And it comes with time. It comes with time. And your audience is always changing, right? They're getting older, you're getting older. The things that you used to do even a year or two ago are not going to be the same. They're not going to have the same time to watch that same video. So you have to adapt and like still stay true to yourself, right? When you do adapt, stay true to yourself, guys. Okay? If you have a video that pops off, right? Then take what you learn in that video and try to apply it to your second one. Don't do the exact same thing though. That's one of my biggest things that I did when my first video popped off. I tried to make that same formula again and I couldn't. And I was mad at myself. I was upset. I was like, but this video was way better. Like I'm so much in my head. This video that I just released is way better than that one that I got all them views about. Like how is that possible? And the real reality is it's luck. A lot of this is luck, guys. You know? And and one of the things is that I learned the video that you don't think is going to be popular or that it took you 2 minutes to do, 95% of the time it's going to be that video that blows up. And this is speaking from experience myself, you know? And and that's when I realized I can take time, right? I can allow people to miss me. I think that's another big thing in it. You sometimes have to give people time to miss you. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, it's basically don't take a whole month off, right? Unless something is going on with you, mentally or behind the scenes, then obviously do what's right for you. But if you don't have nothing going on like that and you do love to post, take a couple days off. Get you write down. I say this, guys. Get on your phone, go in the notes app, and just write down the days that you think you can post. Now, that doesn't mean you have to always stick to it, but kind of lay out like, all right, I can post on Mondays after work. I know I can post Mondays after work because I get off early. Tuesdays, a little bit of a stretch. All right, Wednesdays I'm off. Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm off, so I can post Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now the other days, if I can, then I will, right? But it's not a guarantee that I can do that, right? Then that's what you can do, and that's fine. That's three. Think about this, guys. There's 7 days in a week. By you just posting 3 videos, one video on Monday, one video on Wednesday, one video on Thursday. That's 3 videos right there. There are a large, there are a lot of bigger creators that can only post one. So you're already ahead of the curve by only posting 3. And if you see somebody else that are posting a whole bunch, right? Respect it. Words are hard. And be okay with it. You don't have to follow that person. You don't. Be yourself. Be yourself. If you feel like you can post more, then post more. If you feel like, if there's any time where you kind of like contemplating about posting more, that should let you know you shouldn't. It shouldn't be a thing of, yeah, I probably can. You want it to be, I can. You never want it to have a probably in it. You want it to be, I can. I can or I cannot. And if you can't, be fine with that. Be okay. All right. Now, it's going to take some time to be okay with it. Trust me. It took me probably more time than it should have for me to be okay with it. And it also took me a long time to actually realize that I shouldn't be posting every day. I feel like my channels would probably be bigger if I figured that out way sooner. But that's okay. You live and you learn, and that's what I'm here to give you guys these type of advice. This is why I made this podcast channel in the first place, to give you guys my experience on things. And if you do want to post every day, do it. If you keep up with that schedule and you know what you're getting yourself into, and you got the content, you got the ideas and everything like that, do it. But another thing for me that I couldn't do the everyday type thing, I just ran out of ideas. At the end of the week, that Friday, I'm like, am I just gonna keep on doing a Madden video? The same franchise mode, the same face of the franchise, the same whatever? Like, I'm just gonna continue to do that? Or am I gonna post another football reaction? Right? And you know, for me, I just didn't want to keep on posting the same thing. It just came to a point where it was good for me to adjust. And to be honest with you, it came at a perfect time. My PlayStation stopped working. And once my PlayStation stopped working, I had to figure out a plan. Am I gonna continue to do this YouTube? Or is that just gonna be it? No more videos. I'm just gonna disappear. The channel is just gonna be dead, right? And so I sat down and I was like, you know what? Let's do reactions. The TV, the football game I was watching, commercial break. XFL's coming back. they're promoting it and everything, and I just looked and I was like, you know what? We're gonna do reactions. And because I made that decision is why I am here talking to you guys now. Cause this whole podcast channel, or it was gaming channel first, but this whole gaming slash podcast channel would never happen. I would not be on YouTube today. I would not be on your TikToks feeds. I would not be on your Instagram feeds. I would not be on none of that today if I didn't make that adjustment, right? And making that adjustment, it brought me way more happiness than I ever thought. That was just a one-off type of thing, though, that reaction. I wasn't like, oh yeah, that's gonna be the new thing I'm gonna do. It was just a thing that I was like, maybe I can do it. I mean, I watch reactions all the time in my free time, so why not? But then people started to like my reactions, so then I start reacting more games, more games. Then I'm like, ooh, this might be my favorite team. Ooh, this might be my favorite player. Now every time I see my favorite player, I'm like, oh yeah, go do that. Hey, oh yeah, he that dude, he this and that. That's where my some catchphrases came from. Some of them I still say to this day, and some of them you guys recognize. The automatic, the thing I do when the field goal is good, automatic. That came from my XFL reactions and those things like that. That's where it came from. And so it made me so happy to not have to post every single day because the games wasn't 7 days a week. The games is on Sunday. So I got Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday to figure out what I want to do. Because at that time I wasn't doing college football, so I had Monday through Saturday, right? Sunday is for videos, right? However many videos I want to react to that day, that's what that day is for. Then eventually it went to Saturdays. Saturday and Sunday are the recording days, right? So I was still able to have a life outside of just doing videos, and I think that's what really helped me mentally, because it came to a point where mentally I was just drained. I was just kind of overdoing the YouTube. I wasn't seeing the numbers that I felt like I should have. I felt like I was putting in way more work than the output I was showing. And but yeah, but like that changed a lot of things for me, and I'm super happy that it did. And for you guys, about like getting in people's face and stuff like that, right? Let's talk about that. The thing that I didn't use early on and I wish I did were clips. Clips taken from my reactions or from me playing the game. Clips help you so much in the long run. I think obviously you see the short term success, but I think in the long run it's gonna help us so much, and I'm gonna tell you why. 9 times out of 10, people are not gonna remember that long video, that 18-minute video, but they gonna remember that clip. That's why memes are so popular. How many memes have you seen? Right? You just seen the meme and have no idea the backstory, no idea the full video, nothing like that. There are plenty on my end, okay? That I ain't know the backstory until it came out years and years ago. And I'm like, oh, that's where this is from? I always used to see it on such and such. Or such and such used to post it. Like I never knew where it's from. And so that's why I say I feel like people that say these TikTok videos or whatever you want to call it are not gonna like take you far. They're looking at it short sighted, because a lot of their favorite moments are clips taken from a full length video, a full length movie, a full length show, but you remember that. You know what I mean? Like you remember those moments more so than you remember the whole entire episode. So I will advise you guys to post clips. And they don't take long, right? They don't take long at all. And nowadays we have AI, and you can just put in the AI and it can spit out clips for you. Hell, I use it for this podcast. And the reason why I use it for this podcast is because I'm making other videos after I record this podcast. Like either I'm streaming afterwards or I gotta record this video. And it's just easier for me to do it that way, you know? And so I put in the AI and it spits out what it thinks will be successful, and I'll make my tweaks to it and post it for you guys. You know, and don't be afraid to use these tools, okay? I know everybody talks about the negative sides of AI and stuff like that, and that's, hey, I totally understand it, right? I totally understand where they're coming from. But at the same token, don't be one of those ones that you look back 3 years, 4 or 5 years now from now and be like, damn, I should use that tool. If I would use that tool, I would have been right where I wanted to be. You know, and that's one thing that I at first was very like skeptical on. Like TikTok. I'm not posting myself on TikTok. Ain't TikTok for like them kids like that just do them little dances or whatever and mouth the words of songs. Like I'm good. I'm good. I didn't even have TikTok on my phone for quite some time. Quite some time. Like I was late to that party. I got the invite, but I never opened the invite letter. I ain't know the location, no nothing. I went to the fifth party. They didn't have actually I went to the 20th party. They didn't have 19 previous parties. And I finally went to the 20th one. That's how it was for me with the TikTok. And man oh man, am I thankful that I started it. Man, oh man, am I glad that I downloaded the app. Whoever convinced me, cause it had to be somebody that convinced me. Whoever convinced me to do that, shout out to you guys. Hey, I hope you have I hope you're having an amazing life, you know, and continue to have an amazing life because that changed my whole world, my whole lookout on content creation as a thing that I might can make it in. Cause at first I wasn't really sure if I could make it in this content side of things. Like I'm, I didn't, I wasn't really a content creator. I just post on YouTube. And TikTok opened a different door for me that I never thought would be open for me. And I didn't think I was going to dive headfirst into it. Right. And it changed. That's a lot of reason why you guys even know that I exist as a person because of the clips, because of the TikToks. And how I know that? Because some of you guys used to say, you do YouTube? Hey, you should post this on YouTube. I do. I actually post on YouTube before gets to TikTok, but to each his own. You guys didn't know, so sorry. But yeah, and so like, man, for like I said before, like, don't be afraid to make that adjustment. You don't have to post every day. If you want to, you can. It's up to you. But at the end of the day, don't make it don't let it consume you. That's a better word. Don't let it consume you, right? Still have a life outside of this. Still have a life outside of this. Make it fun. Don't make it don't make it seem like you have to get this many views or you almost making money off of it. Oh, I got to post every day now. No. If you don't make it fun, and easy on yourself, on your psyche, you're not gonna succeed. You're not. And if you have a viral moment, guess what? Capitalize off of it. Everybody needs to know your name and face. That's how I do it. That's hey, you're gonna get tired of me. It's gonna be a point in time where you guys gonna have to turn off y'all notifications because I'm in everybody's face. Okay, but that's just what you got to do. And yeah. And so let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I know these episodes, by the way, are getting a little bit shorter, but they're getting a little bit shorter because I'm starting to realize that you guys kind of like shorter videos, shorter podcast episodes, and it allows me to say more things in the next episode, right? That I probably forgot about. But let's see, is there anything else I want to talk about for you guys? Oh, when you take your break from your next video and you've learned something new, apply it right away. Don't be scared to apply something new to your video. Your video doesn't have to be the same formula. Even if it even if it's a success, it doesn't have to be the same formula. You can change it up. Now don't go wild on it and change up everything. But change up little things that the viewer might not see, but you know. And you never know. It could be one viewer that sees that change and can react positive to it or negative. And if they react negative to it, take their criticism and next time you can adjust it. Or you can just take it out entirely. Whatever it was, you could take it out entirely or you can adjust it just a little bit, maybe dial it down a little bit. Maybe you went too hard on the editing. Maybe dial it down maybe add a couple more seconds into the video or do something different, have a different setting or lighting or whatever to make it just a little bit better, right? Um but yeah, guys, that's really what I wanted to talk about. Once again, I know this episode is probably even going to be shorter than the last one, but you guys still support me and I appreciate all that love and support. Um yeah, that was the end of this episode. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast channel. Episode This episode is gonna go out on Tuesday, like always. Next episode, we might have a surprise. We might be live. We might be live with it. Answer some of you guys' questions live. You know, I've never done a Q&A before, so we might do that for the next episode. Who knows? But love you guys. See you guys, and thank you for joining the podcast.